Hello, my name is Jade Gonzalez and I go to PS 171 Patrick Henry. I'm an upcoming 8th grader, and by that point I've gone to school for 3 years. Before that I went to PS 83. What is school? The answer could vary greatly depending on who you ask. Some could say it's something to prepare you for future endeavors. Others could say it's something their parents are forcing them to go to instead of sleeping in. I, however, see school as something else entirely. As aforementioned, I go to PS 171 Patrick Henry, which I'm confident in saying is just about the best middle school in the world. Of course, there might be some bias on my end there. Even so, it was going here that made me see school as a way to better yourself in many different areas. Some academic, yes, but some far more personal and relevant to the world we live in today. To start off with the obvious point of education, I find that school introduces so many new topics to students. For instance, I used to have nothing but utter loathing for math. Even so, I was fascinated by all the new concepts we learned this year and think I'm better off because of it. Another example would be social studies, which was amazingly engaging this year. I loved all the history we learned about and can't wait to learn about the Civil War next year. I also find that my ability to debate was strengthened by the discussions we had in class. Of course, that's only from the perspective of education. School has also helped me in far more personal ways. I've always been rather shy, so as you can imagine, public speaking is one of my worst nightmares, especially when I would have to do it by myself. For my science fair project, I decided it would be best if I worked alone. I lived too far away from any of my classmates to work after school, so it seemed to be the most logical course of action. Of course, at this time I wasn't aware that I would be presenting. Once this dawned on me, I very promptly panicked. I decided to tell my science teacher. I don't know what reaction I was expecting from her, but hers was exactly what I needed. She reassured me that she would do anything in her power to make me feel better about it, and just to know that she understood my anxiety made the presentation millions of times easier. School has also given me an opportunity to make new friends, a lifelong skill. I used to be too shy to even introduce myself to someone. Now I tend to make friends at any event I attend, even if it does take some time for me to work up the courage. Finally, school has made me more confident in myself thanks to award ceremonies like the National Junior Honor Society. I grinned ear to ear the day I got that award and still find pride in it. Finally, school just offers so many amazing opportunities. Even this year, I was invited to 2 sleepaway college programs. The one I chose to go to specialized in math, which furthered my interest even more. I also was able to become more independent in the process. School also provides opportunities that, while may not mean much now, will be very useful in the future. For example, in Spanish class, we are learning to speak the language. This may not be very useful to us now, but it will not only put us ahead in the job market in the future, but will allow us to converse with many more people than we would be able to otherwise. I find it quite amazing, in all honesty. I'll forever treasure the fact that I can go to school and become a better person in the process.